Hi everybody, welcome back to week 2 of module 2. This week we will be focusing on selecting children's literature. As always, you want to click on the overview tab of the week to get started and find out where you are headed for the week. One detail that I realized I didn't point out in my first video was to access the readings for the week. You will always find them here. So under the introduction tab, overview tab if you will then find the reading tab. So module 1, reading 1, introduction to children's literature is here. And since we're on module 1, reading 2, I will open this one. And here you will find the reading for this particular week. We have a reading graphic organizer this week, and in the previous video I walked you through how to complete the reading graphic organizer. The questions in those organizers will remain the same for the duration of the class. You just apply them to that weekly reading. But here is an example of a try it. Go to the Kirkus Review for Children and Teens and pay particular attention to books that contain Kirkus star. Look for the words and analogies they use to describe the book. That would be an example of a try it. There are multiple try its, watch its, do its within the reading. Here's another one. Watch the guided tour of the Warhorse app. Think about how interactive that app is. A lot of students really like that one as well. So again, you'll find multiple. You only need to reference one within your reading graphic organizer. And that brings me to our actual assignments for the week. So you can access everything from selecting children's literature overview tab here, which we'll go to in a second. You will also find it listed here. So this week, Tuesday, as you know, is your second reading graphic organizer. Because I walked us through how to complete each section in the previous video, I will not open up that assignment again because it will look the same each week. But do remember to get your readings done, submit your RGO as we call them, and you will be done with that on Tuesday. Your next assignment is your first reading commentary, which is a discussion board. Reading commentaries are a big part of our course because they give you the opportunity to research and find various books, read them, and report on them. Okay, my screen just jumped back, but that's okay. We'll just find it again here. Our first reading commentary, again, is right here. And I'll walk you through it. So the first thing that you are going to do is access a book. Now, we have both directions here. We obviously are not in a face-to-face class. We are in an online version of the class. And with the current state that our nation is facing with COVID and other restrictions, I have given us 2 possible reading commentary options. For option 1, and this will go for all of our reading commentaries. For option 1, I would like for you to find 2 of your favorite pieces of literature or 2 of your favorite books. Try to access them in hand if you can, because there's something very magical about accessing an actual book in your hand, and read them and reread them. It may have been a while. Some people have asked me in the past, well, I don't have a favorite children's book, but my child does, or my niece does. Certainly, if you want to choose their favorite book, that's fine as well. As you read the book, think about what you love most or what your child loves most about the book, and take a picture of your book. Now, if you have the book in hand, use your device, phone, or whatever to take a photo. If you are doing using an e-reader such as a Kindle, or you found the book online, you can take a screenshot of the book and upload it to the commentary. You'll make your initial, which is basically going to be a review of the book. So for example, what the review should look like, here are some possible reviews that you can take a look at. They're just examples here. In your option 1 initial post, you'll want to include your title and the author. Give the age range that you think that this book is appropriate for, and then give a one-sentence summary of your book. Typically, children's books or favorite books are not long, so they don't require a long summary, so just real quick. And then a paragraph describing what takes place in the book without giving too much away. We don't want to spoil it, and just in case some of us want to go and grab it off the shelves. Then one sentence offering your personal judgment of the book. It should be positive because it's one of your most favorites. And then attach the image to the commentary. Again, it should be a screenshot of the actual book in hand or a photo of the book. You are then going to respond to 2 peers' posts. Come back to the discussion board and review the posts from your peers. Your responses should be relevant and thought-provoking and go beyond the predictable, hey, great post, love that book. It should be inspiring. It should encourage your classmate to want to respond back and hopefully start a dialogue. I like to run a very close-knit course, and it's hard to do so in COVID and it's hard to do so online, but I feel that these reading commentary spaces are an opportunity for you as students to get to know each other, to get to know your book styles, to create bonds and enjoy reading the suggestions that your peers have made. So my goal is that these peer responses are a time for you to really get to know one another. Okay, for option 2, if you choose option 2, instead of getting the book in hand, you will do an online search to find 2 of your most favorite pieces of children's literature. Locate a review in lieu of reading the actual book or books, and then read the reviews of the books. Think about what you loved most about the books, and then take a screenshot or a picture or get a digital image of the book. Next, once you've read the reviews of the book, you want to grab the link that will help students be able to navigate out and take a look at those reviews that you have included. Here are some examples of some good reviews of books to help you get an idea of the kind of review we're looking for. And in this initial post option, it's going to be very similar to option 1, where you will include the title and the author of the book, the age range you think the book is appropriate for, a one-sentence summary of the book, a quick paragraph describing what takes place in the book without giving too much away, one sentence offering your personal judgment of the book, and of course those images. You will also want to respond to your peers' posts as well. Initial posts for reading commentaries are always due on Thursday, so you can plan on that, and response posts to your peers are always due on Sunday. To take a look at the rubric, these are worth 10 points. There are 9 reading commentaries in the course. Your initial post is worth 6 points. Post thoroughly addresses the topic, is well written, includes proper sentence structure, grammar, spelling, and it is submitted on time. You included a picture or an image of each book, and then you responded to 2 peers. So you can see here 2 peer responses is worth 2 points out of the 10-point rubric. So it is really important that you do respond to your peers. Okay, if you have any questions about option 1 or option 2, please let me know. These options will be available for all reading commentaries. So basically, the difference here is that option 1 is finding the actual book in hand, either in an e-reader or read aloud online, or through one of the many online reading tools that I have for you, or you can find an online review of the book to help you understand the book. Those are the primary differences this week. One helpful site that you may want to take a look at is finding online books for assignments. Again, I'm very aware that some of you may be limited in your library access during this time. So we have put together a list of very helpful books or helpful book sites that should be able to assist you through the semester. So here are book lists and book finders. If you want to look at it in detail, I do suggest we've got the Association for Library Services. We've got Goodreads, International Literacy Association. There's lots of good lists here. 10 best children's books. There's free access to publisher content here through Harper at Home, Tumble Books, Epic, and Story Online. We do have the MCC Public Library. It is not listed here. I know that that is open for curbside pickup. I don't believe that you are, I think it has limited access for spending time in the library, but there is access to be able to check out books if you do want to attend the campus. But there's also the Mesa Public Library, Phoenix Library, Internet Archive, Open Library, and Tempe Library, just for some examples. And here are some possible online websites. Some of these do require a subscription, and it is up to you. I am certainly not telling you to pay for a subscription. It's something that if you wanted to do, it's available. Amazon Kindle, Audible, First Book Marketplace, Diversity and Inclusion, Reading Rocket's Bookfinder, and the Best Children's Books. So these are just helpful online websites I hope that you will be able to use to be able to find books. If you do have access to a library and can get to one on a regular basis, I also recommend that because there's just no real replacement for having that book in hand, but there will be no penalizing you if you do use online tools. Okay, guys, that is going to conclude our Module 1 officially. So week 2, you're just submitting your second reading organizer, which is similar to the first, almost identical, except the first one is Introduction to Children's Lit. That was due last week. This week we have Selecting Children's Lit and our first reading commentary. Remember to have your commentary submitted by Thursday and response post to your classmates by Sunday. Okay, also this week, Module 2 will be open and available starting on September 7th. So you will then be able to access our Module 2 video. Okay, everybody, I hope this was helpful and informative. If you need any help or more detail or descriptions, please email me through Canvas. I am more than happy to help. Have a great week, and I'll see you in Module 2.